let's move on to the quotient rule. The quotient rule has to do with division. So we're going to use a quotient. So for the quotient, we have log base b of x divided by y. And so in this case, when the values are divided, instead of addition, you use subtraction. If you look back up here in the product rule, when they're multiplied, we add. When they're divided, we subtract. So let's look at an example here. Let's do log base 3 of 11 over 3. This is something that qualifies us for the product rule. The quotient rule. It's a quotient, it's a division. So I'm going to take this in order to expand it. I'm going to make it log base 3 of 11 minus log base 3 of 3. And I'm done. And that's as far as I can go with that particular quotient rule. So let's do another example. Let's do a second example. Let's do log, let's just do regular log. We'll do log of 2x squared over 3. Over 3y. Let's make it interesting. Over 3y. Now, the first thing I want to do with this is I want to expand it using my quotient rule. So I'm going to take the quotient rule and I'm going to make this log base. When there's no base written, that's assumed that it's a 10. I did that on purpose. It's log base 10. So we have log of 2x squared minus log of 3y. So that's the first step. So we've just used the quotient rule. Now we kind of need to put everything together. We can now use the product rule. So let's use the product rule. I can convert this into log of 2 plus log of x squared. And then we have the minus, and I can convert this, the parentheses is very important, to log of 3 plus log of y. So I expanded it out even further. I used the quotient rule for the division to subtract them, but then I've got little products in between. So now, let's get rid of those parentheses there. So I'm going to have log base 2 plus, or log of 2 plus log of x squared minus log of 3 minus log of y. You have to be real careful with your signs there. And then I still can take one more step, and that is my power rule. I can take that 2 and put it in front. So my final expanded answer would be log of 2 plus 2 log of x minus log of 3 minus log of y. Whoops, log of y. And that should be a 3 up here. I apologize for writing it that way. Again, your base is assumed to be 10. So your base is 10. When there's no base written or indicated for a common log, the base is 10. So those are your 3 rules or your properties of logarithms.